Okay, this is really on the fly. I might not put this up, but I've been wanting to do this because I always see, I'm free-handed this, so I'm going to shake a little bit. Seen guys, libraries or bookshelves. I never can see what's on. I never get to see books. And I want to say, could you tell me what's behind you? I'd like to know what you're reading. So this top shelf here, I just got this bookshelf and put it back in order so I can use it. These are all MP3s. This is Donovan's Pyramids, which is very good. These are four of Doc's Chalk Talks. This is a thing on the Judgment Seat of Christ, which I was a little surprised at what it turned out to be. I didn't really, it's okay, but wasn't what I was looking for. Like sermon songs by Doc. I don't care for it. This is one of his best. Hyper-dispensationalism, that's one of his best MP3s, in my opinion. This is the archives of the Bible, the Baptist, the Bulletin, all the way back to 78 up to 2016. All the bulletins are in there. And this is that actor that has that good voice, that British accent, reads the KJV, I can't think of his name. And these are classroom MP3s from PBI. He just recorded them and sold them. You can see what these are, actually, Ecclesiastes. This is Islam Against Itself, another one of the best MP3s. It's a 4-hour office study. And it really made me an expert in talking to Muslims. I've listened to it about 4 times. UFOs, I didn't care for that one. Here's the Bible Correctors, I didn't care for that. It's a 2-volume, I've got 1 volume out. Ad-lib commentary, a lot of people love that. I can't stand it. Hebrews, of course, is great. Matthew is great. So is 1st and 2nd Kings. Romans, Jonah, they're all great. 1st and 2nd Samuel. And the top of the book of Revelation is like 30 hours. I've listened to that like 3 times. It's absolutely wonderful. And this is by the Dean of Students at Slidell University, and he's a real jerk. I'm not going to talk about him. The book has got big problems, and well, it's a different guy with the Judgment Seat of Christ. I'm interested in that very much. That's why I've got those 2 things, and neither one of them are very satisfying. What is this? Oh, that's my mother's funeral thing. This is an 8-part series that Doc has done, and I've got the first 4, couple MP3s. These are Chalk Talks. This is the enemy. So you need to know your enemy, and so I read their stuff. Who's this? This is where Clarence Larkin sits, rightly dividing. Book of Daniel. Yeah, I see him kind of close. This is the modern. This is nothing like the old kind. The big book. It's $50 because it's, even though it's bigger than regular books, it's not as big as the big book, and it's really crammed. He's a mechanical drawing, an engineer, and he does great drawings. If you don't know Clarence Larkin, you should get to know him. Sorry, get in there so close like that. This is Gail Ripplinger, Sister Ripplinger's famous book, New Age versions. That's what made her famous. The dictionary inside the King James Bible. This is another book that changed my life. Her book. I took in that every night after work for 2 weeks. It took me to read that 1,200 pages. And it made me a great defender of the King James Bible, knowing the other side and all the problems. She did great research, wonderful. This is pretty much Dr. Ruckman's shelf here, except for this one is Larkin. How to Teach Dispensational Truth. What's this? 5 Heresies Examined. The Mark of the Beast. This is his autobiography. Very good book. Mythological Septuagint. Sure Word of Prophecy. Another one everybody loves here. It's one he's famous for is the manuscript evidence. This really started the modern thrust of defending the King James Bible as Holy Scripture. I don't know this one that well. I've got it, just haven't been through it. I just talked about these the other day on the tape I made. And this little one, this fella's, he just did a, this was his thesis or for his doctorate or something. And I haven't read it yet, I just got it. So then down here, this is a good book. Been through this. Some people think it's deep. I don't know. I really liked it. Israel, a deadly piece of dirt. The errors in the King James Bible is very educational. You can get these people to try to twist you up. A buddy of mine told me to get this. If I took it and got a KJB, I would have an RRB, and it's just not true. It's a great book, but there's nothing like an RRB. You're not gonna duplicate it in any way. And these I just got. These are the church histories, part 1 and 2. Just did a video on these. And this is Brother Grady. This is the book that made him famous right here, Final Authority. This is the one he's done latest, that's come out latest, right here. I haven't been completely through this one. Given by inspiration. Highly acclaimed is why I'm pointing it out as the one he did latest. These three, he talks about in almost every time he preaches or teaches at any church, any Baptist church across America. He's always making reference to something in one of these 3 books, so you need to have these. Well, you don't need to have them. I don't care what you do. Okay, this is going to be harder in the dark. Looking at this today, I forgot what this was. Trying to read it with you and I can't even get it on the camera. Guthrie. Oh, this is parables. Yeah, this is almost like a miniature what you call commentary. You guys are going through. I haven't gone through that yet. This is Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress. I haven't read this, and I'm embarrassed that I haven't, because some of my Christian friends have read Pilgrim's Progress and really love it. I just haven't read it. This is a good little textbook for resourcing by D.L. Moody. Things in it's like a little Young's concordance like this, but it's more personable. I will say it that way. 2 Babylons. That's quite a heavy read. I haven't gone through the whole thing yet. That's why they're still here. I haven't read them all. This one, I just have around it. I don't know that I ever... Sorry about the camera work. I'm looking with my eyes and not moving the camera with them. Charts and Outlines by Dr. Ruckham's. Good book. And I just got this. This is The Art of Jack Chick. I haven't even started to read that. I'm going through a couple books right now. One over on the side. There's a bunch of sermons by about Jesus, and it's by an old professor at Temple I got from a friend of mine, actually my pastor's wife. And this is another one. This is just something I'm going through. This is my brother wrote this on Facebook. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, Brother Melton. I haven't read all that. Haley's Bible Handbook. Sam gives 2 and 3 answer books. Number 2, number 3. I lent number 1 out. This is about the translators. This is about the translators. And that's about it. Got this big behemoth back here. I wasn't going to go through. It's got Baptist preachers listed. I'll do a video on this sometime by itself. It goes way back. Okay, that's good. That's all I wanted to do. Thank you.